Hey, I'm Alli, and in this video, brought to you by Storyblocks, we're going to dive into how to create impactful videos. It's easy enough to press record, create a video, post it, and then have someone watch it for a few seconds. But how do you spark a viewer's interest so they want to keep watching? A person will decide in a matter of seconds whether or not they want to stay tuned or scroll past your video. So to keep their attention and get your message across, your videos have to be impactful. When creating a video, think about why someone would continue watching your video until the end. In the first 15 seconds of your video, let your audience know what they'll gain from watching it. To create impactful videos, be purposeful and determine what the reason for bringing your idea to life is. What's the story or message that you want to share? Once you're clear on this, consider the needs and wants of your audience. Is there something you can include that will have them relate to you or your brand? Just because you want to express your message in a certain way doesn't mean that's the best way for your viewer to receive it. A major priority should be to serve your audience in the best way possible for them by producing a video that they'll connect with and be able to digest. For example, if you're creating an educational video, would your audience best grasp the information if it were presented with a person speaking on camera? Or would your concept be best articulated through using stock footage clips and text on screen? When creating a video with impact, the type of video you create is just as important as the story or information you share in it. What do you want your audience to feel when they watch your video? Keep this question in mind throughout pre-production, production, and post-production. And remember, when creating an impactful video, it should be as long as it needs to be, but as short as possible. Meaning, it's better to have a video that leaves someone wanting more than to leave them bored and skipping through or clicking away altogether. Planning before pressing record is key to creating impactful videos. That does mean spending more time up front, but it's well worth it because being prepared and figuring out exactly what your message is meant to say will help you throughout the entire filming and editing process to move smoothly. Planning also allows everyone involved to be on the same page. Once you have an idea of what the story or message is that you'd like to share, and you've determined how your audience will best receive it, consider how you're going to bring it to life. What locations do you have access to that will work well for your story? Will you be renting a studio space or filming at your client's office or in your own home? Every location involved will play a role in the look and feel of the final product, and this is something that shouldn't be overlooked. What type of shots will best emphasize the feel of your video? Impactful videos have an emotion heavily attached to them. They go hand in hand. Without creating some sort of emotional connection with your audience, your video won't be memorable. If you have an action scene, faster-paced handheld movements will most likely be the most engaging, while slow-moving, smooth camera movements are often associated with dramatic or inspiring scenes. Writing a script or creating a shot list will definitely help you figure out all of the scenes in your video and will make it easier to tweak things as needed to keep the video engaging. While getting the script polished and choosing the right shots, location, actors, props, etc. are all vital to an impactful video, when you get to the editing stage, it can make or break your project. How will you have your video edited to strengthen your story? What will the color grading be like to support the feeling of your script? What type of sound effects will you incorporate? Adding sound effects when your video calls for it, like the sound of waves crashing when a clip of waves is shown, or traffic sounds when a busy street appears on screen, will greatly enhance your viewer's experience. What about music? Choosing the right track will help people connect more with the feeling you're trying to create in your video. There are several other factors that can contribute to a more impactful and memorable video, such as adding creative transitions, B-roll, text on screen, visual effects, and so on. Relevancy is also very important. Your video must be relevant. Who are you trying to target with your video, and why would they want to watch it? How do they relate to it? Consider the language you use in your video and the way you present information. It's important that your target audience is able to follow along and understand your content in your video, so they remain interested and gain the most value from it. Knowing the culture of the platform you plan to share your video on will help you decide the length of the video, at what point scenes change, and the overall structure. On Instagram or TikTok, shorter videos tend to perform well, and YouTube tends to favor longer videos. That being said, even the longer videos on YouTube need to be structured for maximum engagement. There's a general guide in video editing that says if it doesn't add to the story, remove it. This is crucial to the success of a video because the second someone loses interest, they're very likely to click away or form a negative opinion. So while editing together your video or creating the script, think about if what you're including is necessary to keep, and if it is, consider if there's a way it can be said more concisely. Keeping your audience in mind and creating content that's interesting the entire way through is not easy, but with some careful planning, creative storytelling, and objective thinking, you will have all the key components to creating impactful videos. Thanks for watching this video brought to you by Storyblocks. I'm Alli, and I'll see you in the next one.